Howdy, hello, and welcome back. My name is Sajay Prefer.
And I'm Amber Valentine.
And today we are doing our preferred sweets.
Oh.
So we are back for another episode of Our Preferred Choice. And as mentioned, today we are doing our preferred sweets.
Yeah.
For those who do not know, it is the season of March when this is coming out, which is the season of my birthday. So we thought in order to celebrate a little birthday zhuzh, we would do our preferred sweets.
Yes.
Because for those who know me,
she loves a good sweet girl.
90% of the things I eat is a sweet.
If it's not cheese or bread, yes.
Yeah. And as mentioned in the last, the last Our Preferred Choice, Our Preferred Snatch Games of Love, which, ding, check here. This is the official Our Preferred Choice set. As you can see, we got
a sign.
One sign, some work in progress. We have some things in mind, like I would like to put some signs around with all the Our Preferred Choice tonight. But point being to that is stay tuned for things to come with the new Our Preferred Choice set.
Yeah, it's super exciting.
Yeah, but for those who do not know, Our Preferred Choice is where Amber and I, monthly, second Sunday of the month, we go through and we rank our preferred something. So let us know in the comments below what you would like to see us rank as we kind of build up the set.
Yeah, I don't even think
do a little one too.
Drag Race in the new year yet, honestly.
Our preferred Snatch Games of Love.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
The last episode. So for those who are new to this series, we always start with our not so much. So we do our 3 dislikes. We go ahead and we get them out of the way. So I'm going to start with my number 3, which is a little bit of a shocker to me.
Okay.
It's a little shocking. It's cherry/blueberry pie.
I support that.
I love apple pie, but anything, even strawberry pie, which I feel like strawberry pie is a little bit more rare. I don't like the texture of it. The texture of the fruit in it really bothers me.
I'm just not a big fan of cherries or blueberries in general.
Yeah.
They're just not a good fruit to me.
Yeah.
So my number 3 dislike is a coconut cream pie. I love a coconut smell and like a coconut flavor.
Yeah.
But coconut itself,
texture's bad.
Yeah, it really is.
It feels like grainy in your teeth.
And I don't blame the coconut. Like, this is how it was made.
Coming my number 2 spot is coconut cake.
Well,
a pie, coconut cake, pie, whatever. I don't like the texture of coconut.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I don't like the smell of coconut either. Like when I get a hair product, even if I'm like absolutely obsessed with it, if it smells like coconut, I can't do it.
I love the smell of coconut. And if you like pina coladas. Coming in number 2 in my dislikes is key lime pie.
I actually like key lime pie.
I know that's kind of like one of the controversial pies, but I don't like it. I'll be controversial.
It's funny that you said key lime pie, and I like key lime pie. I don't know what's different, but for me, my number 1 is lemon cake/lemon bars. My biggest no, I'm going to be very honest with you, is biting into what I think is a pound cake, and it's a lemon cake. I swear to God, if that happens that day, ruined. That week, ruined. Pound cake is delicious.
It is
and
so good.
A granny pound cake, there ain't no going back. But when I bite into what I think is a pound cake and it is a lemon cake, it is a lemon. And lemon bars, your lemon bars taste like Anyways, lemon bars are disgusting too. Even just the texture, the look of them. Lemon pledge smells like
Now, I love lemon bleach.
No.
Lemon bleach, with some apple cider vinegar.
It's my favorite sweet.
I love bleach. Coming in number 1 in my dislikes is this specifically, but anything that has to do with this is red velvet cake.
I hate red velvet.
Really?
But also, you gotta remember, I'm also not a chocolate person.
And
especially if I do eat chocolate, it's definitely not gonna be dark chocolate. But yeah, I hate red velvet. I hate the smell of red velvet. I hate the taste of red velvet. I like the look of red velvet because it's red, but it's not velvet.
Coming to my number 10 spot, now that we have all of those yucky, bitter sweets out of the way, I have, speaking of bitter sweets, German chocolate cake. A lot of people hate German chocolate cake, but I love German chocolate cake. It's so good, especially with a good a good dark chocolate icing.
Coming in number 10 for me is peanut butter cookies.
Okay.
I love peanut butter cookies.
Like just plain, no addition to it, just plain
Yeah.
peanut butter? Okay.
Yeah. Like,
They're
you
pretty
go
good, especially the
buy
Subway ones.
the bag of it to whip it up yourself.
And the Reese's ones are really good too.
And the fork, you gotta have the fork pattern in it. Ugh.
I didn't think to put cookies on my list. We actually talked about this when we were doing honorable mentions, but I didn't think to put cookies on my list. Coming in number 9 for me, red velvet cake.
Ah!
I love red velvet cake, and it's funny because the 2 darkest chocolates on my list are the 2 least. That's very interesting. Because I like chocolate. Like chocolate icing is. That's one of the out of the jobs. That and cream cheese.
So coming in number 9 for me is, so this is actually, in high school we used to sell cheesecakes for fundraisers.
Okay.
And this was the most sold one, and I absolutely love this cheesecake. It's called an Oreo cheesecake.
Okay.
And it literally had it was just one circle bottom that was round, one circle top that was round, and it was filled. So it literally looked like an Oreo. It was cute. It was so good.
Well, I mean, when I was the cheesecake that was sold when I was in high school, a little bit of cheesecake on the side, but to cheesecake in general, I had to be very picky. Cheesecake is on my list at one point, but I had to be very, very picky because I could have just put I could have done 10
I love
favorite
cheesecake
cheesecakes.
so much. I'd rather have cheesecake over cake any day.
But it's funny that you mentioned Oreo cheesecake because well, it's kind of weird. All of ours like kind of connect because my next one is dirt pudding / cake.
Yep.
Dirt pudding is like an actual pudding, but when you make it with dirt cake, they use like a cheesecake like middle part, and it's essentially like an Oreo cheesecake, but it's like mashed together.
Yep.
Dirt pudding though is like the southern way of doing it, and my granny used to make the Adams.
I actually know exactly what it is because we actually make that up north too.
And also, you had it that time when we had.
Yep. So coming into my number 8 spot is peanut butter, specifically no bakes. I love a no bake. Now I do love the chocolate no bakes. I will smash a chocolate no bake any day, like 100. But the peanut butter ones just slap so different.
Which is funny that I like them because they kind of have a coconut texture. You know what I mean?
Because of the oatmeal?
Yeah, they kind of have like that grainy texture, but they are very good. Yeah. Coming in my number 7 spot, we're stepping a little outside of the traditional taste, and I have tres leches cake. My favorite. So I love tres leches cake because
what is that?
You don't know what tres leches cake?
No.
Okay, so. Ooh, it's so good. And I love like the texture. It's like spongy and like gooey. Oh, so good.
I love a good gooey. Especially a chocolate gooey. I love a good chocolate gooey.
Which is shocking for you, but yeah.
So coming in number 7 for me, and this was the most popular dish at any family reunion up north, and it is pistachio pudding. The green pistachio pudding.
That's funny because in the South that is hated.
I love pistachio pudding. Like, eat the majority of the bowl. They had to start bringing more every year the older we got because we smashed on it.
If you ask anyone like in Alabama, especially growing up as a kid, they probably be like, ew, the green pudding, like that no one wanted to touch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's good though. I like it.
It's very good.
But I also like pistachios. I feel like a lot of Southerners don't like pistachios.
I love pistachios.
They love the out of a peanut though. Coming my number 6 spot. This one I had to put on there because it's a go-to for me, and it's kind of like as a whole, but it's cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
I love a big Texas cinnamon roll.
A big warm. It's got to be
and the
warm.
fluffier, the creamier, the better.
Yep, and the more frosting on top.
If the icing is leaking out of my mouth, I'm happy.
So coming to number 6 for me is one of the 2 chocolate things on here that I do like, and that is brownies.
I don't like brownies.
I love brownies so much, and brownies is one thing where it's got to be very gooey. Like,
I think
when I go to scoop it in my bowl, it needs to fall apart on the spatula.
I hate the crumbly, like dry brownies, and I think that's the issue I have because I love my mom to death. She's made a lot of good things on this list, but she loves to make brownies, and she can never.
She makes brick brownies.
Yeah. The best brownie out there is a cosmic brownie.
Yes, 1000%.
Everyone disagrees with me, but it's so good.
Oh no, 1000%.
So
they
good.
cannot take that away.
But more on that to come.
Yeah.
Coming to my number 5 spot is cheesecake as a whole, because it was very hard. It was very hard. But if I had to list 2 specific ones, it would either be blueberry cheesecake, because I'm not basic enough for strawberry. It has to be a little bit spicier.
Wow.
Blueberry is my favorite. Strawberry is a close second, though. But turtle cheesecake also. Turtle cheesecake is so
I'm not
incredibly
a big turtle
good.
fan. Turtle is almonds, isn't it?
Yes.
I say I'm not an
caramel.
almond person.
I love almonds. Oh my god, like the little turtle. Yeah, so incredible.
I was like, because it's almond, chocolate, and caramel.
Mhm.
Yeah. Coming to number 5 for me is the only other chocolate thing that I absolutely love, which going back to that dessert that your granny made, is chocolate cream pie.
Mhm.
I
Very
love,
similar, yeah.
in other words, chocolate pudding
Mhm.
is really what it is. I do love chocolate pudding. No matter how much chocolate I don't like, chocolate pudding
it's
is one
chocolate
thing that I
pudding with
love.
like whipped cream in it
Yeah.
to make it a little bit thicker.
Yeah. So I love a chocolate cream pie so much. So
I feel
much.
that about you. Speaking of my granny, though, this is another one that is a childhood memory for me. Coming number 4 is a very southern thing that I just found that out. It's a very southern thing, but is a layered peanut butter cake.
Oh, okay. I've never
So
heard of that.
good. It's
That
so
sounds
good.
very good, actually. I love anything peanut butter. Peanut butter is so good. So good. Coming to number 4 for me is the famous banana cream pie
Okay.
with like the vanilla wafers on top.
So like
cream.
banana pudding.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, but we put ours on top of our pie. Right. So my grandma usually makes both that and the chocolate cream pie, and I usually get a scoop of both, and it's like chocolate and banana mix.
That's like a chocolate sundae.
Oh,
Before we get into our lovely sweetening top 3.
yes.
So coming in our 3rd honorable mentions is an OG. I feel like the only reason we put it as an honorable mention and not on the list is because there's a lot of things you can do with this, and that is s'mores.
Yeah.
S'mores. To me, a packet.
Yeah.
I think another reason it had to be honorable mention and not on the list for me is because they're so hard to make. If that makes sense. Like, they're easy to make in the oven, but it's so many ingredients to get the right
hold on.
s'more.
Make them in the oven?
You can. Or not the oven, the microwave.
Make them in the...
But see,
Why
it's
are you not
the-
making them over a fire?
That's what I'm saying. It's not the right way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
1000% not.
it's I don't want to say an inaccessible sweet, but it's very hard to make
See,
like a good s'more.
Not if you have a gas stove. If you have a gas stove, you can still cook it over a flame.
Well, it's like be able to make s'mores, blow up the house.
S'mores. So coming in our number 2 honorable mention spot is the one and only Ben & Jerry's ice cream as a whole. Specifically because most recently we found out that they are now controversial because they support us.
Queers.
Yeah.
Which we love to see. And also as a whole, I'm very iffy on ice cream. When we were picking honorable mention, I said homemade ice cream because homemade southern ice cream is the
And homemade ice cream is
in general, yeah. But however, I had to have a good flavor ice cream, and I feel like every time we go to pick out ice cream, I always end up picking out Ben & Jerry's because they have incredible flavors. And
even
also,
if we can't afford them, we're still
because
hoping
they
that
are
we can get
expensive.
them.
They may be queer friendly, but that queer friendly
They're
has
not
to
pocket
pay.
friendly,
They
girl.
have to pay somehow.
Come on.
So coming
Come on,
up,
shut
number 1 is the one, the only Miss
Little Debbie.
This had to be put on there somewhere.
Little Miss Deborah.
It had to be because sweets are not sweet without Miss Little Debbie.
Yeah, and you can't just pick one.
Yeah. You have to pick all of them.
Yeah.
But to name a few, because literally there's so many, I put down, just off the top of my head, I put down Cosmic Brownies. I put down the Strawberry Shortcakes. And I put down Zebra Cakes. But what are they called? Star Crunches? I couldn't think of the name of them. Star Crunches are one of my favorites. They're so good. I used to eat honey buns so much as a kid that now I can't eat them anymore.
I remember when the frosted honey buns were like the big ones for like 50 cents each, and I'm like, slay.
Yeah. And I mean, now they're like, Little Debbie's are expensive.
Oh, that's okay. Our new president's gonna get the prices down for us.
So now that we have the honorable mentions out of the way, it's time to get into our top 3, starting with my number 3, kind of continuing with number 4. It's caramel cake.
Yeah.
So caramel cake is actually peanut butter, which is what I was saying earlier with the number 4. It's actually sweetened peanut butter. It's not caramel.
So it's almost kind of like a peanut butter and like a syrup mix almost.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I didn't know that for the longest time. And really quick story. I'm going to take you back. Sicily, 1984.
Ooh,
No. So when I was a kid, my granny used to make, you know this story, I think, used to make me a caramel cake every like special occasion or whatever.
Mm.
And I recently, as an adult, found out she was never making them. She was buying them from the store. And I was like heartbroken. I was like, Granny, WTF.
That's like those kids that find out that their parents didn't actually make the lasagna, but it was the Stouffer's lasagna from Walmart.
It was very disappointing. But she ended up making me one from scratch because she felt bad about it. And it was actually very good. But yeah, Grocery Outlet, which is now Piggly Wiggly, they used to have the best caramel cakes ever.
Coming in my number 3 is actually what I'm dressed up as, and that is strawberry cheesecake.
Okay.
Cheesecake. Strawberry. But yeah, I love strawberry cheesecake. Well, I just love anything strawberry, and I absolutely will die for cheesecake. But strawberry cheesecake, and that's one thing that I do love. Like, cause I'm not a big chunk girl and things, but chunk strawberries on that,
especially fruit chunks. The texture is very.
I'm the same way with like tomato chunks too.
Same, yeah.
And like spaghetti and all that.
Pizza. Coming in my number 2, actually, to keep up with number 3, something that was actually homemade and never store bought because my mom always made it for us is Boston cream pie.
Okay.
I consider this a cake. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really a pie. I think I just like wet bread. That sounds so weird. You know what I mean? Like gooey bread.
I just like
gooey cake, not bread. Yeah, let me say gooey cake, not bread. But it is so, and my mom is the person who really got me onto it because she used to make them when we were a kid, and now I'm obsessed with the Boston cream Pop-Tarts, the Boston cream donuts from. I hate donuts, but I will do a Boston cream donut from Dunkin' Donuts. Anything Boston cream flavored is so incredibly good to me. AKA a Corey King cream pie. Oh wait,
that'd be interesting.
I bet Harmona and Lydia are like, oh yes.
Ooh, they got that Boston cream, all right.
I get it because she's from Boston. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Coming in my number 2 is actually a dessert that my aunt makes back home for every holiday, and it's triple layer pumpkin pie.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't put pumpkin pie on here.
I love pumpkin pie so much.
I love pumpkin pie.
But my aunt's is triple layer, so there's 3 layers of pumpkin with whipped cream in between each layer, and then on top. It's very good. It adds so much more to the pumpkin. And
did she do whipped cream? You said whipped cream.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So it'd be like pumpkin, whipped cream, pumpkin, whipped cream, pumpkin, whipped cream. Oh, it's so good.
I feel like part of me was scared to put pumpkin pie on here because that's such a basic white girl thing. But pumpkin pie is so good. And pecan pie.
Ew.
And sweet potato pie.
Ew.
Anyways, coming my number 1 spot. Those who know me know I always have this in my pantry.
I thought you were saying in your panty.
Yes, that too. I always have this on me at some point, and I literally even have one right here. It is a Nutty Buddy. I know I technically cheated because we said Little Debbie's, but Nutty Buddies, if I can't have a Nutty Buddy a day, I'm probably depressed.
Your life gets taken away.
I'm probably depressed. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now, right now, this is a great value Nutty Buddy.
You know what? Great value.
They're so much better. 1, they're half the price.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And 2, they are so much better.
So what? $1.50?
If you take nothing from this video, it is to please try the Great Value Nutty Buddies because they are better than the actual Nutty Buddies.
And if you ain't ever got cash to tip her at a drag show, tip her a Nutty Buddy.
Yes, I will take it and eat it on stage.
That face. You're gonna have to
immediately.
Editor Sage, freeze that face. So coming in number 1 for me is another homemade dessert, which is actually not even my aunt. It's my cousin's aunt on my uncle's side of the family, and this is Snickers caramel apple salad. So it's considered a dessert salad, but it is so
I've had it. It is
good.
Really good.
The apples, the caramel, the Snickers,
yeah,
the salad, and it all.
And you wouldn't expect it to be good.
No.
But also, Three Musketeers, I think, made a caramel apple for like Halloween or something.
Mhm.
Three Musketeers, and it was so good. But that's what it reminds me of. It
Yeah.
tastes just like the Snickers salad or whatever, apple
It's
salad.
so good, and the way she makes it,
Mhm.
oh
We should put like the caramel sauce in it.
yeah.
And the, yeah.
And I love anything with extra caramel.
Which is funny because I used to love caramel, but it just got so much over the years, and now it hurts my teeth.
I love it. Honestly, people are like, put lemon or put
Lemon.
honey in your tea, and I'm like, I'll put caramel in my tea. Caramel tea.
So that's going to do it for our preferred sweets. As mentioned, this was a little special edition of our preferred choice for the March season, which is celebrating my birthday.
Chicken. Oh, y'all.
I am obsessed with sweets. They are not keeping me younger. I'm not staying younger, so I might as well eat more. And if you're watching this and you're sad, eat more sweets.
1000%. They make you feel better.
Don't do drugs, eat sweets.
Don't get a therapist. Eat sweets. Get a therapist.
Don't do drugs, eat sweets. Make sure to comment below what you would like to see us do next on our preferred choice. Amber, where can they follow you on all your whatever?
Yeah. Y'all can follow me at Amber_V_Valentine on all social platforms and the Valentine vlog on YouTube.
Yeah, make sure to follow me on all of my socials at The Only Preferred for brand new sweet looks to come and sweet videos on the Preferred channel.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe for a brand new video on the channel every single Sunday. We keep it sweet on Sunday with our preferred choice every second Sunday. Until next time, stay preferred.
Stay full of love.
And always stay sweet.
Like candy.
Ooh.